How should Christians handle conflict? Conflict is a part of life, even in the church. Wherever people serve together, there will be differences, misunderstandings, frustrations. The problem is not conflict. The problem is how we handle it. Jesus gave us a clear instruction in Matthew 18:15. If your brother or sister has something against you, go and point it out just between the two of you. That means go to the person, not about the person, not around the person, not after talking to others. When we don't follow these, problems grow, confusion increases, relationships are damaged. But when we do, clarity improves, trust is strengthened, unity is protected. At Heights SDA Church, we are choosing to follow a simple process. Speak directly, speak respectfully, communicate clearly, if needed, involve pastoral leadership. Because unity is not automatic, it must be protected. Hello everybody, today we will continue with our series of presentations. We will continue to address different behaviors and circumstances that tend to bring conflict into the church. As we do this, I pray that the Lord will help us to grow as a church, to be able to handle difficulties better, to be able to connect with one another in meaningful ways, and to be able to avoid completely divisions and conflict. Remember that unity is something that needs to be preserved, and we need to work real hard to maintain. As we go about this business, we're going to be addressing different behaviors from different people and how these behaviors alter the peace or the unity in the church. And so let us prepare our hearts for that. Today we're going to be talking about the avoider. And as we think of that, I want you to consider this thought. Silence does not create peace. Truth handled in love does. Let us talk about the avoider, when silence replaces truth. The main objectives for this presentation are to help the church recognize avoidance patterns, understand that silence is not neutral, learn to act with courage and clarity, protect others by addressing issues properly. The foundational scriptures for this presentation are Ephesians 4:15. It tells us that we should speak the truth in love. Hebrews 12:14 tells us that we should pursue peace with everybody. And James 4:17 tells us to know good and do not do it is sin. Last Sabbath, we talked about the critic who is speaking without responsibility. We evaluated two different paths. Today, we're looking at the opposite response, not speaking when we should. Some problems in the church don't grow because people say too much. They grow because people are saying nothing. Let us define the avoider. An avoider is someone who sees a problem, knows it should be addressed, feels the tension, is directly affected even by the problem, but chooses silence instead of action. Avoidance feels like peace at the beginning or sometimes, but it actually protects problems and it allows them to continue. Which one am I? Ask yourself honestly these questions. Do I avoid difficult conversations? Do I delay addressing issues? Do I hope problems resolve themselves or go away? Do I stay silent to avoid discomfort? Some of the key traits of the avoider is that it avoids confrontation, it delays difficult conversations, it withdraws emotionally, stays silent when clarity is needed. It chooses comfort over responsibility. What is the impact on the church? Well, some of the negative impacts that avoidance creates is unresolved conflict, growing tension, misunderstandings, and delayed healing. Until the issue is resolved, healing will not begin or will not take place. Some biblical principles that we can think of as we discuss this situation. Proverbs 27:5 invites us to understand that better is open rebuke than hidden love. Silence might feel kind or the kind thing to do, but it often allows problems to grow. Another thing that is very important, and I really want to warn us against this, is how avoidance allows harm. How so? If someone is being disrespected, pressured, or controlled, or if someone is being disrespectful, exercising pressure, or being controlling, and no one speaks up, that behavior continues towards others. The problem gets bigger. Example, the church bully. This is a behavior we're going to be discussing later on. When avoiders stay silent, the church bully continues unchecked, more people are affected, and harm spreads out to others. Biblical principle that we can think of Proverbs 31, 8-9 tells us, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Critical truth. Avoiding harm does not stop it. It allows it to move to someone else, unfortunately. So what is our collective responsibility? Ephesians 4:27 tells us, do not give the devil a foothold. Many times, silence creates that foothold. Collective responsibility invites us to not stay silent. When everyone stays silent, the problem grows. When the church responds with clarity, behavior is corrected. What should I do? If you are the person that recognizes that you're avoiding, that avoidance is your behavior, choose courage over comfort. Joshua 1:9 tells us, be strong and courageous. Speak truth in love. Ephesians 4:15 tells us to speak the truth in love, and I know we can do this. Address issues early. Proverbs 26:20 says, without wood, a fire goes out. Instead of allowing the fire to continue, we address it from the beginning. Take responsibility. Ask, what is God asking me to address? Trust God in the process as well. Psalms 56:3 tells us, when I am afraid, I trust you. I want to highlight at this time the practicality of the tool that I offer at the beginning. Email is very important. Some people avoid conflict because they don't know what to say, they feel overwhelmed, they fear saying the wrong thing. Emailing helps you to do this. It can help. We will cover more in detail this idea of emailing at the end of the series. But why does it work? It helps organize your thoughts, it reduces emotional pressure, it provides clarity, and it creates accountability. How to use it properly? Be respectful and clear. Focus on the issue, not the person. Follow Matthew 18. Go directly to the person and communicate. Colossians 4:6 tells us, let your speech always be gracious. And that's what we're trying to implement. I'm going to give you an example approach. If you want to write an email to somebody, let them know that you want to reach out directly to them so we can clarify some important issues, and you can list in there your concerns as well. What is the principle? If speaking feels difficult, begin with clarity. And I believe emailing helps you do that. But don't remain silent. Being silent is not an option. How to handle an avoider. What if you are somebody who is actually dealing with an avoider? The avoider came to you, is asking for advice, or you realize that this is what's going on. We should address these. This is important. You're asking the person to move towards resolution. Let's do this. We can do this together. 2, create a safe environment. A gentle answer turns away wrath. Number 3, guide the process. Have you spoken to them directly? Have you spoken to the person? Let's handle this the right way. You're encouraging, you're inviting. Number 4, support, but don't enable avoidance. Don't allow continual delay. Encourage the person to move forward with resolution. Model courage. Your example teaches others. So you do it yourself. As they see you, they will follow. Involve leadership if needed. Matthew 18:16 tells us that we should bring the elders also, or an elder, and be part of the conversation. Key response principle here. We don't force anybody. You cannot push somebody to go and handle and resolve the problem. But we don't allow problems to remain unaddressed either. Stress the importance of resolving the issue. Final self-check here. Am I choosing comfort over truth? Only you can answer these questions. Am I allowing harm to continue? Am I avoiding what God is calling me to do? Am I helping the church, or am I staying silent? Finally, as a church, I would like to invite us all to make a commitment and to choose today to do something special. We choose today courage over fear. We choose today truth over silence. We choose today action over avoidance, protection over passivity, and unity through responsibility. Peace is not created by avoiding problems, and silence does not stop harm. True peace comes when we speak truth in love, stand for what is right, and protect one another as the body of Christ. Silence does not create peace. Truth handled in love does. May the Lord bless you, and I'll see you next Sabbath with a new character.